Chris signing autographs, giving out to the fans, and there's been a lot of spectators here at the Amgen Tour of California. How's that affected you in the race?
I think it's fantastic in the race. Certainly, stage like yesterday where you're out there and just drilling it all day long, having the fans on the climb, it's always helps pick the pace up, just that little bit of extra motivation. So I like it. It's always great at the beginning. It's fantastic at the end, and in the middle when you're really suffering there, it's a good feeling to have all the fans there.
Right now we're at the final day of the Amgen Tour of California. Can you talk about what's next for you?
I don't know for sure. U.S. Pro Championships is normally on the plan. Possibly Swiss, then Tour de France. After Tour de France, you come back to the Olympics. After that, come back for Utah, Colorado. Go back over for the classics with finishing with Lombardy in Italy.
And can you talk about, this has been a difficult race for you, probably mentally and physically. How do you handle, getting ready for the next races and maybe taking a little bit of a break? What will be your balance in the next couple of weeks?
That's the problem with this time of the season. As you know, too, being a professional, it's really easy in January to get form. You haven't been training, you're fresh, you have no injuries. You just need to ride. But all of a sudden you get to this time of the year, are you overtrained? Are you undertrained? Have you eaten too much? Have you eaten too little? Are you sick? Everyone from the race here, because of the climate changes, has been so big. We came from Europe where it was raining on all day, and after Liège, then I'm started on antibiotics, and you come down here, it's 100-degree weather. Then we're over in the fog along the coast, and now we're in the AC. Then you're back in the heat, and then we're at altitude of 7,000 feet. So
you can pinpoint exactly what will give you good form.
Yeah, you literally. It's true. This time of the year is the hardest time to consider when. The easiest thing to do would be to tell the team, I need 2 weeks off the bike, and then I need 6 weeks to get ready for the next race. So I need 2 months. But nobody's going to give you 2 months. That's like 2 months off of work. Oh, yeah, go ahead, take 2 months off of work. Enjoy yourself. So, no, you just got to play with it. And, of course, I've been doing it a long time, so it helps. But you gotta just weigh the options and hope for the best.
Well, hopefully an easy day for you today. Good luck.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks all week, man.
That's fun.
Are you surprised at how high up you were able to finish, considering all the problems you had earlier?
It was every day coming into the race from the time I got hit was a reassessment and reevaluation, and my expectations and hopes grew as the race came closer. Once I had a feeling that I could start and the team was on board, then, I thought, well, let's see if I can be in the top 10. That would be nice, so here I am.
Were you surprised, on Baldy, only a minute something back? Actually a very positive sign that you're back on track.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel relaxed going towards July now because I think that I'm on track, and I've got the Tour of Switzerland still to get myself into better shape. I'm not going to really push myself there. I'm going to take it slow, and hopefully it'll pay off for July.
So speaking of July, what is next for you, in the next couple weeks? Are you home for a while, or do you go straight over to Europe and start into the racing again?
No, I'm going to stay home. I train well at home. I'm comfortable there, and I seem to always get stronger at home. So I'm going to take advantage of that.
All right. Well, enjoy the start on Rodeo Drive, and good luck today.
Yeah, thanks, Frankie.
Thanks, Levi. Thank you. Here with Ryan Eastman, youngest rider in the Amgen Tour of California. What are you, 19?
Yep, 19.
19 years old. So I have good news and bad news for you.
Yeah.
The good news is I met your mom the other day, and she told me a lot of interesting things about you.
Right on.
Super nice lady. The bad news is this is the final day of the Amgen Tour of California. What are you going to do with yourself now?
Oh, well, we actually head out on a flight for under 23 Roubaix tomorrow morning at 8:30 in the morning. So it doesn't stop here.
Right. Take me through, you're competing against the best of the best. You're only 19.
Yeah.
What has this experience been like for you?
Oh, it's amazing. It's pretty surreal, actually, to be racing with all these Pro Tour guys at such a young age. I'm still a teenager. So it's just fun, really. Yeah.
And if you were to what you're capable of, if you were to rate your performance here, are you happy with how things went?
Yeah, super happy. I came in with no real big expectations of result for myself, so I was here really to help out the team and Joe and Lawson, and we performed really well, and you know, I did a lot of hard work for them, so I'm super happy with how it went.
Well, congratulations to all of the Bone Trigger Livestrong team. You guys really stepped up to a new level here, and everybody's super proud.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Ryan.
Yeah.
TJ, the final day of the Amgen Tour of California. Yesterday, a lot of emotion from you. Can you explain a little bit how important yesterday was to you and how you're feeling today?
Yesterday was the deciding factor of the race, and I, came into the stage with a chance to win and came up short. So, it was. I can't say I'm disappointed because I still think I raced well this week, but I also can't say I'm overly thrilled either.
Overall, it's been a tough. Yeah, last year you were the winner of the young jersey. This year, completely different objectives, trying to win the entire race. Overall, how do you rate this year's race to last year's?
Yeah, well, I came in saying my objective was to get on the podium, and I fell one place short of that. Didn't quite complete the objective, but yeah, I mean, the race it was hard racing, and we had a lot of good guys, and did the best I could, and this is what.
You keep kind of objectifying everything with the final placing, but you actually should be kind of happy. Are you happy with how you rode and the performance that you're able to do the entire week of leading your team and having your team rally around you?
Yeah, the team did an excellent job. I mean, I definitely have to take my hats off to them, especially since we were a bit weakened with the loss of the two Steves. The other guys just really stepped it up and they rode perfect. And yeah, I mean, it's amazing to be able to lead the team, and I think I'm getting more comfortable and confident in the role of the leader. But now I just need to be able to cap it off at the right moment.
Well, in order to cap it off, can you tell us a little bit what's next for you?
I go to Nationals, then the Dauphiné, and then after that it's, Tour, maybe the Olympics, and then Colorado.
A lot bigger goals on the horizon.
Yeah, the season's pretty much full gas from here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tom, 8 days of the Amgen Tour of California. Finally, everything is finished. Tell me a little bit about what today was like with starting on Rodeo Drive and obviously finishing down here with a huge crowd.
Yeah, I mean, it was fantastic. Hats off to the organizers. I think they did a phenomenal job. And, we did this time trial course a couple years ago, and I think they patched it up pretty nicely for us. And, to be honest, I was concerned coming down here, with all the potholes and everything, but they did a phenomenal job using the right streets with less holes. And, obviously when you're racing GC, you want the last day to be as least stressful as possible. And I think they did a great course that enabled a good race as well as a respectable day for us to, maintain our position. So they really did a great job.
Garmin Barracuda ended up in second and third on the general classification. You've done this race a few times. How would you rank this year's race in toughness?
This year, I would have liked to see another mountaintop finish. I think that would have been ideal, but, I think it really was very tough, and it was hard. It was hard to win a GC. It really was a very unusual time trial, big flat open roads that put small climbers with it at a disadvantage. And then the way the last day worked out, it was also tough to make a lot of time there. So made it hard to win a GC, made it hard to finish on the podium. I give it 2 thumbs up for sure.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice job. Robert, congratulations, the winner of the 2012 Amgen Tour of California. It's been a while since you won a last stage race. How special is this moment for you?
This one is a special one for sure. I mean, it's a real big race, important race for me, important race for my sponsor. And coming back from my injury, and yeah, I'm really happy to be at this level again.
You started in Rodeo Drive. You're here in Los Angeles. Do you have some time to be able to enjoy the atmospheres here, or is it back to work?
No, of course you got some time to enjoy, but it all flies by real fast, especially here at the finish line. So many people, so many enthusiastic people. It's great to be out here, and yeah, I can't think of a race like in the tour it's busy as here, but in other races of cycling we do there's not that much of a big crowd like here, so it's incredible.
Overall, a better time ending up with the yellow jersey than you had before than just winning one stage?
Yeah, of course, but yeah, cycling is 99% of losing and 1% winning, and if you can win a race like this, I think it's a really special moment. And I've been here 4 times now, and every time I went home with the victory, either a young rider jersey or a stage, and this time the overall and the stage. So I think California is a good place for me to stay.
Well, you made a lot of new fans. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robert.
Welcome to Race Radio from Stage 8 of the Amgen Tour of California. I'm Joe Lindsay, here as always with Frankie Andreu, and we're standing just outside the famous Staples Center in Los Angeles. There's a lot of stuff going on today. There's a basketball game later tonight. We got a Kings hockey game going on, but there was also a little bit of a bike race today, and it was a little bit of a repeat, huh?
Well, it was great. I mean, right here on the finish line, and Haysink, headlines could be Haysink grabs the Amgen Tour from the Americans, the Dutchman dominance, or you could say, relax, it's only a one-day race. But not exactly like that, but Sagan was so incredibly on fire, an exceptional athlete, that it made the race seem to come down to one day because everybody said they were going to wait for Baldy, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, absolutely. The course this year, you basically had the big time trial at Bakersfield. That shook things up. Then it came down to Baldy. Beyond that, it was the Peter Sagan show. The guy just wins 5 of 8 stages. Absolutely incredible. Today, with more of an American crit-style circuit finish, it seemed like maybe you'd see a new face, but he's just too strong.
He's incredibly fast, and he's won everything. 5 out of the 8 stages, and no one can compete against him. And then, Zabriskie, fantastic in the time trial. And only 3 teams really got anything kind of out of this, which is Liquid Gas Cannondale, Garmin, Barracuda, and Rabobank. And, it came down to Baldy, a fantastic ride there. And we saw, just the strength of Haysink, the strength of Dombrowski. Garmin was good. Haysink was a little bit better.
Yeah, I think the issue with Garmin obviously was Radio Shack just putting the wood to them on that Baldy stage yesterday, made them chase really hard all day long. Andrew Talansky apparently had an allergy attack the night before Baldy and was just really not going well, so it was down to Danielson, and I think it was just horses against horses, and Garmin having to work hard all day like that was just too hard for him.
Yeah, so Rabobank comes out on top in the final day here. Ton of people here. I mean, it's a great finishing area. Overall, I don't think the riders are going to complain. Sure, it was hot, but it's better than the snow. It's better than the rain. They had everything under control. And, if AEG and Medalist Sports could control it all, I think they would have picked the weather like this. So overall, a great race.
Absolutely, and some really interesting storylines going forward now, too. Obviously, with Sagan going so well, you got to look for him for the Tour de France and also possibly the Olympics, huh?
Yeah, I haven't even thought that far ahead, but definitely, no. I mean, obviously, he's flying. Can he hold on to that kind of form? So the Tour de France, definitely an Olympic favorite. I think another guy to speak about here, Freddie Rodriguez, exceptional form, climbing, time trial, was doing everything great. He's a real danger for next week at the Greenville U.S. Pro National Championships.
So yeah, that's kind of a wrap-up of the Amgen Tour of California, and I look forward to what we've got coming up in the coming weeks. And thanks for joining us on Race Radio. It's been a real pleasure to have you. And just a reminder, we'll be back this summer with Tour Talk during the Tour de France in July. So thanks for joining us.
All right, awesome. Let's go take a shower.
Yeah, really.
Sweating.
Seriously.